Another anti-ICE protest in Harrisonburg, how the Harrisonburg community came together to protest the Trump administration.
And a JMU professor made a discovery that reshaped history.
And I'm here at Eagle Field, where JMU baseball is facing off against Lemoyne.
Live from the Allison B. Parker Studio in the School of Media Arts and Design at James Madison University, this is Breeze TV.
Welcome to Breeze TV. I'm Abby Allard.
And I'm Olivia Williams. Hundreds of students walked out of Harrisonburg and Rocktown high schools last week. This morning, it happened at Turner Ashby High School. I was there alongside our Alexa Bonilla.
About 100 students walked out of Turner Ashby High School today to protest ICE. They're saying their parents work harder than the president does. But there was also a counter-protest, with these students saying they support ICE. About 10 students counter-protested the ICE walkout. These students say coming to a country illegally has consequences. The anti-ICE protesters chanted and gave speeches. They say the wrong kind of ice is melting. Both protests lasted about 30 minutes. Breeze TV reached out to the Rockingham County School Board and hasn't heard back yet. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Alexa Bonilla.
4 years ago, Russia invaded Ukraine. This caused a shift in NATO and European security. Breeze TV's Lauren Keller attended an event where one author spoke about the different threats and challenges in the NATO alliance.
6 countries, different threat. The author gave information on defense spending, military structure, and deployment. He argued how these countries' threat perception drives defense spending. The United Kingdom, Germany, Poland, and France see Russia as a threat to Europe. The United States is a big player in NATO and has a different primary threat, China.
NATO cohesion and the U.S. role in NATO can be important in terms of deterring any future Russian attack on NATO, and thus can keep the United States out of future conflicts if that alliance group is able to hold together.
While American political parties express their concerns differently about defense spending in NATO, they had one goal: to have Europeans spend more money on their own defense.
They wouldn't have to be reliant on the United States, which in terms helps out U.S. security because we could redeploy assets to other parts of the world.
Attendees found it important to learn about international politics. One student noticed how it could help bring awareness outside of domestic topics to young voters.
The way you vote in such a powerful country can affect people all the way across the world.
Davidson recommends the United States develop a plan with Europe and not to threaten allies, but stand by them. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Lauren Keller.
Protests against President Donald Trump and ICE have been popping up all over the country. A website called Citizens Impeachment hosted a national day of lobbying for impeachment. Our Alexa Bonilla spoke with the Harrisonburg Rockingham organizers and attendees about their demands and goals.
Listen to the people shout, because we can vote you out. Impeach, convict, and throw him out. Toss him out.
I was a protester during the Vietnam War, and it never left me. I thought I wouldn't have to do this again.
On the National Day of Direct Action, protesters met in downtown Harrisonburg with 2 main goals: impeach President Donald Trump and abolish ICE.
And we have to start from the top, and we need to do a clean out.
Across the country, protesters lobbied for impeachment outside of the 435 local district U.S. representatives' offices. In Harrisonburg, protesters met outside of Republican Representative Ben Klein's office.
He is supposed to be our representative to the U.S. Congress, and so far I am not seeing that he is upholding his duties.
The protesters delivered a list of 10 demands to Klein's office.
Impeach Trump, impeach Noam, and get us back to law and order.
Their demands called for several impeachments at the federal level. The list also asked Klein to support the abolition of ICE and to advocate for the full release of the unredacted Epstein files.
Trump is in the files, the Epstein files.
Please hear us. We the people are not happy. We're not content with how we're being represented.
I reached out to Klein's office for comment and did not receive a response. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Alexa Bonilla.
Convict and throw him out. tossing out.
A Johns Hopkins professor spoke at JMU about nuclear international politics on Monday. Sydney Sotanek looked into how that affects JMU students.
Professor Stephen David explained the U.S. nuclear umbrella, which is a promise that countries allied with the United States can rely on the U.S. for protection instead of building their own nuclear arsenal. However, recently it has become unclear that the U.S. will uphold their end of the bargain.
The current administration is much more isolationist, much more America first, and a lot of these countries have come to the conclusion that maybe the only way we can protect ourselves is to develop our own nuclear arms.
David encouraged students, especially the younger generation, to stay aware of international politics on this topic.
It's important to pay attention to what's going on in the world, to study history, to a certain extent international politics, because you may not be interested in it, but it's interested in you.
For students, the message is clear. Global stability is not distant news, but relevant to everyone and happening now. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Sydney Sotanek.
And there's been catalytic converter thefts, but only with specific vehicles. Grace Heber is in studio today to tell us more about these thefts. Grace.
Thanks, Abby. A series of catalytic converter thefts remain unsolved. These thefts occurred across campus earlier this month. I spoke with the victims and police.
5 SUVs catalytic converters were stolen from campus parking lots on February 5th. A catalytic converter is a car's emission control device. One student started her car to go to rehearsal and then heard a strange sound from the vehicle.
I turned it off and I called my parents. The police get there. They told my parents, there really isn't much we can do. They just wrote a report and they said my car was the third attack of that day.
Specific vehicles were being targeted in the thefts. 4 out of 5 cars were Honda CR-Vs and the 5th was a Ford Escape. All vehicles are older SUVs that do not have serial tracking numbers on their converters.
Catalytic converter is either uranium or platinum, which is a high-valued metal. When you look at what you know is easy to steal, easy to get and obtain, it makes sense where you can obtain that money fast and quick. Because I believe that it's those type of vehicles that are probably something that you want to pay attention to if you have one here on campus.
More patrols have been put out around campus, but no more converters have been stolen since the 5th. Anyone with concerns should contact the JMU Police Department. Abby and Olivia, back to you.
Thanks, Grace. February is National Eating Disorder Awareness Month. JMU's Counseling Center hosted a panel of health professionals who discussed strategies on how to recognize, treat, and recover from an eating disorder. The panelists also discussed ways to support a friend, family member, or loved one who may be struggling. According to the National Eating Disorder Association, approximately 30 million Americans struggle or will struggle with eating disorders within their lifetime.
Really looking at how can we raise that awareness and get more people talking about this so that people have an easier time accessing help and we can destigmatize it so there's not so much shame around eating disorders.
The Counseling Center is hosting more events to raise awareness through the end of February. For more information, visit its website.
Within the last 55 years, JMU's number of multicultural organizations has grown significantly. Breeze TV's Madison Florzik spoke with members of some of these organizations about their progression.
The first Black Greek-lettered organization on campus was Delta Sigma Theta in 1971. It opened the doors for the establishment of other Black organizations like Black Student Alliance, which was founded in 1972. The African Student Organization was established in 1999. The secretary of the African Student Organization has seen more participation throughout the years.
We started off with very few membership, I think about 3 people. We didn't even have a full exec team, and now I would say fast forward 27 years later, ASO has grown a lot. We have an exec team of 9 people.
The university has also seen the emergence of new clubs to support Black students, including the Black College of Business Club in 2023.
There's a lot of predominantly white people in the College of Business, and so the club was created to have that safe space for students who feel like they don't really have a community in the College of Business.
While the university has been supportive of highlighting clubs through the Center of Multicultural Student Services, some students want to see more of a university-wide reach.
Having more specifics, like highlighting specific orgs and what they may do just to get more attention from those who aren't of a minority or a person of color could be really helpful.
These clubs hope to spread to students in the future through events. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Madison Florzik.
The Career Center finished their second University Career Fair of the school year. Reporter Madeline Bynack is in studio with the director to speak about advice for students looking to get their foot in the door. Madeline.
I'm here with Libby Wesley, the director of the Career Center. And now that you've wrapped up Wednesday's two-day career fair, what can students look for in the Career Center other than just job applications or internship help?
The Career Center always has things going on. We want all students to take advantage of that from the time they get here, so first-year students all the way through to graduates. Students can make an individual appointment with one of our career advisors, and they can bring whatever career question they have. They can even say, I don't know what the Career Center can do for me, and our staff will walk them through some questions and answers and figure out what will help them most. So we also have lots of workshops going on throughout the semester, so a lot of those are in person, but many of them are virtual as well, and so students can take advantage of those. We have one remaining career fair left to come in April. It's called Hiring Now, and it is just for organizations that are currently hiring.
Is there any advice that you would give to a student who is maybe hesitant to start coming to the Career Center?
Well, students must come to the Career Center. They have to take actions on their career plans, because if they don't, then they won't have any good outcomes. So it's never too early to start looking for internships or full-time jobs, or to be researching graduate school options. And I don't say all that to try to amp up the anxiety, mostly just to say never too early, never too late. It's better to be constantly working on your career plans than to delay it and then realize that, woof, you've got a lot to do.
What can we look for in the future of the Career Center?
So we've got a bunch of upcoming events. I really encourage students to be logging into their Handshake account. All students have access to Handshake, so jmu.joinhandshake.com. And they can see employers host virtual information sessions every single day. And so, participating in a virtual information session can help students learn about different organizations, also different career paths. So first-year students can be learning what kinds of jobs are out there that might be of interest to me. I also recommend that students join up for one of our career community newsletters. So we've got 10 different career communities. Students can sign up for one of these newsletters. Every other week they'll get information. These are jobs that are deadlining. These are internships that are deadlining. These are events that are coming up. So it's a great way to focus their research on occupations.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with me. I know internships are on the minds of all the students as spring semester comes to kind of a middle, kind of endish area. Abby and Olivia, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Maddie. I know earlier in my college career, looking for internships was so stressful.
I know. We are very, very lucky to have the Career Center here at JMU. They definitely help a bunch with that stuff.
Yeah, guys, I'm currently in the midst of looking for internships this summer, so fingers crossed that I get one, or else I'll be playing Xbox all summer. Coming up on the sports desk, a JMU football player was arrested. Plus, a longtime head coach has officially retired.
Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun Spice Chicken Breast Filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
What do you love about Bojangles?
You got a minute?
I would say their Cajun Filet Biscuit.
I love that they just made us breakfast.
I like it that the biscuits are always fresh.
Oh, and their potato rounds and dirty rice.
When you open up the paper and that aroma hits you.
Bowberry biscuits, seasoned fries, chicken supremes, Cajun pinto, sweet tea, mashed potatoes, roasted chicken bites.
Head to Bojangles for a Cajun Filet Biscuit. The best chicken sandwich is our Cajun Filet Biscuit. Bojangles, it's bow time.
It's bow time. It's not a menu hack anymore. Bojangles Sausage Bowberry Biscuit is officially available for a limited time. Enjoy sizzling sausage on a made-from-scratch Bowberry Biscuit, because sweet and savory belong together. Get one at Bojangles today. It's bow time. It's bow time. Introducing new Bojangles Chicken Wings. Try the boldly seasoned classic, sweet and smoky barbecue, or creamy buffalo for some heat. Head to Bojangles and order all 3 flavors for your next party. It's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
Welcome back to the Breeze TV Sports Desk. I'm Ethan Dufresne. On February 7th, a JMU football player was arrested on charges of assault, battery, and possessing a fake ID. The incident was made public when tight end Katie Mosley posted a social media video of an individual hitting another individual. If convicted, Mosley could face up to 18 months in prison on the charges if sentences were to run concurrent. An initial hearing is scheduled on February 23rd in the Harrisonburg-Rockingham County Court. Mosley is one of the tight end transfers under new head coach Billy Napier, intended to replace Lakota Dupree and Josh Pfeiffer. JMU field hockey head coach Christy Morgan has announced that she has officially retired after 21 years with the program. After 3 seasons with the program, Morgan led the Dukes to the 1994 National Championship, beating the University of North Carolina. She is also the winningest coach in program history with 5 NCAA tournament berths and back-to-back Final Four appearances in 1994 and 95. Morgan was also named to the JMU Athletics Hall of Fame and the USA Field Hockey Hall of Fame back in 2004. And it is finally baseball season at Veterans Memorial Park. Breeze TV's Eric Vogelin is at the Dukes game versus Lemoyne. Eric?
Thanks, Ethan. I'm here at the Windy Eagle Field in Veterans Memorial Park, where right now, about 45 minutes ago, JMU and Lemoyne started their first of 3 games they'll be playing today and tomorrow. JMU is currently looking for its first win of the season after starting 0-3. Those 3 losses coming from number 16 ranked Florida State twice and Richmond University once. Right now, it's the bottom of the 2nd inning where Lemoyne is currently leading 2-0. That's all I have right now. Back to you at the sports desk.
Thanks, Eric. JMU Cheer is one of the top teams in the nation once again. The Dukes won the Cheer Sport National Championship in Atlanta, marking its 2nd straight national title at the event in the L4 Senior Open Co-ed division. After 2 days of competition, JMU took home the gold. The team now returns to Harrisonburg as back-to-back national champions as it looks ahead to the next competition on March 7th. Spring sports are starting to get into full swing. Breeze TV's Andrew Coliani has your weekend preview.
Thanks, Ethan. JMU Swimming and Diving continues competition at the American Athletic Conference Championship in Greensboro, North Carolina. The Dukes currently sit at 6th place with a total of 439 points. The event runs through Saturday, and the team looks to make a strong impact on the conference stage. JMU softball will also be in action this weekend in North Carolina, playing in the ECU Invitational, where it will take on St. Bonaventure, ECU, and Towson. The Dukes look to bounce back after a tough loss to Florida Atlantic, where they were held to 2 runs on 5 hits. Women's basketball is home Saturday afternoon to face App State in the annual Play for K Cancer Awareness Game. The Dukes enter the match with a 20-8 overall record, 11-4 conference play record, and a 6-game win streak. Men's basketball hits the road to take on Georgia State Saturday afternoon in Atlanta. The men's team is on a 4-game win streak. Its 2 most recent wins were against conference opponents Coastal Carolina and App State. The Dukes' overall record stands at 15-13. The weekend wraps up with women's lacrosse traveling to face on Cornell on Sunday. The Dukes are coming off a strong win over UConn, where junior attacker Jordan Peterson scored 4 goals to lead JMU to a 13-11 victory. That's all for your weekend preview. Abby and Olivia, back to you.
Thanks, Andrew. A Saturday Night Live cast member stopped by JMU and filled Wilson Hall with laughter.
And one band rehearses for an upcoming show.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl starts with dirty rice, topped with Cajun pintos, chicken, and cheese.
How's that chicken rice bowl?
It's bold from the bottom up.
Get a fresh, hearty chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time. It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. Get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
Tailgating is a song heard across campuses, parking lots, and open fields. They say this song can be heard elsewhere, and perhaps this is true. But it is nowhere near as bright, nowhere near as loud, nowhere near as triumphant as it is right here. Tailgating may not have been born here, but here is where tailgaters are born.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time. It's bow time. It's not a menu hack anymore. Bojangles Sausage Bowberry Biscuit is officially available for a limited time. Enjoy sizzling sausage on a made-from-scratch Bowberry Biscuit because sweet and savory belong together. Get one at Bojangles today. It's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
Students were lined up outside Wilson Hall for a mad laugh. Breeze TV's Devin Wyatt attended the University Program Board's event featuring a current Saturday Night Live cast member.
Andrew Dismukes is just one of the many celebrities to come perform at JMU campus. Wilson Hall has hosted events through the University Program Board, and for each event, students sign up to get a chance to see the action.
When else are you going to see somebody who's been on such a big platform like SNL come out and perform for free?
The doors opened at 6:30, but students knew with limited spacing in Wilson Hall, there would be a race to the front row.
I was driving past and I saw the line already out the door and I was like, guys, it's 45 minutes till the doors open.
The work behind the scenes is what makes these campus shows happen. Dismukes, who joined SNL in 2017, was in contact with the UPB in late November, early December, starting the process months before he stepped on stage.
Seeing it all come together makes it all worth it in the end.
For more information about what the UPB has to offer, go to its Instagram. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Devin Wyatt.
A light, jazzy, disco-esque band, Dropping Julia, will be playing downtown tonight at Clementine's. Reporter Madeline Bynack stepped into rehearsal to get a sneak peek.
The one that we're going to play for you is one of my favorites. It's called Moody Eyes. It's a really good blend of jazz and some funk and some disco. Like, it has some like disco vibe.
For more information on Dropping Julia, you can visit their website or stop by Clementine's at 8 p.m. Admission is free. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Madeline Bynack.
A monarch butterfly tagged in Harrisonburg traveled over 1,000 miles. Find out what makes this special.
Though the weather is nice right now, it's going to be a bit finicky this weekend, so stay tuned.
Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit. For breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun Spice Chicken Breast Filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Breakfast so good, we serve it all day. Get the best chicken biscuit. The one, the only Cajun Filet Biscuit. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles. It's bow time.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you can say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time. It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made from scratch biscuit. Get a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
The one. The only. Bojangles! Cajun Filet Biscuit. Nothing compares to our signature Cajun Spice Chicken Breast Filet on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit is so good, we serve it all day. For a limited time, get 2 Cajun Filet Biscuits for just $5. Bojangles, it's bow time.
This is Breeze TV.
A JMU professor made a groundbreaking discovery at a Native American campsite in Georgia in early October. Our Eric Vogelin has the story on how it happened.
It was really exciting because we found something that's very, very rare.
This is Hernando de Soto, a renowned Spanish explorer and conquistador who led one of the first European expeditions into America. From 1539 to 1542, Soto led a group of 600 men throughout the American South, starting in Florida, traveling up to North Carolina, and moving as far west as Texas. For 20 years, Dennis Blanton has been following Soto's path, and while excavating in Georgia, he made a massive discovery regarding Soto's travels.
It was this huddle of my team, and at first I was a little bit annoyed because they weren't out there doing what they were supposed to be doing. But here they were, huddled, gabbing, and the worst part of it, they were smiling.
Blanton and his team had found the rare pommel of a Spanish sword, which now shows where Soto set up his first campsite. The pommel itself is what anthropologists call a highly diagnostic artifact, a distinctive object that can provide definitive information for the time period, purpose, and origin of an item.
If we can verify that, it's a big deal because no one's found a camp like that before.
The pommel, along with other artifacts, were brought back to JMU for research.
We take measurements, note down any interesting attributes like edge polish, hammer marks, the shape.
The first one is just with our eyes, so no magnification. The second one is with, we call it low mag, which is with a light shined on it and then a magnifying glass. And then the third one is high mag using microscopes.
Blanton is planning on returning to Georgia later this year to continue his research. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Eric Vogelin.
Monarchs hold a deep cultural significance from Mexico to Canada, yet the population is declining. Breeze TV's Julia Snell stopped by to dive deeper into the world of monarch butterflies.
A monarch butterfly tagged here in Harrisonburg was the first electronically tracked to reach sanctuary west of Mexico City. Despite initial doubts about the Appalachian Mountains contributing to the Mexican butterfly population, 4 of the 20 monarchs tagged survived the journey to Mexico, a number within the migratory survival rate.
The gardens that people are planting and the monarchs that they see are likely to be actually contributing to those monarchs in Mexico.
Dr. Brown explored concerns related to different attachment glues and the weight of the tags. Brown and her team combated past issues by using new, lighter tags with Bluetooth capability.
We actually have like a pinning board, which you actually use to put pins through prepared specimens, but we actually use it to just hold the monarch down.
The speech encouraged further discussion about the species, hosting an Arboretum member gathering ahead of time and a Q&A after the speech.
I think that giving these students the tools to be citizens in the environmental realm is a really important aspect of that university mission that the Arboretum can contribute to.
If you'd like to track the tag butterflies, download the app Project Monarch Science to get involved. Reporting for Breeze TV, I'm Julia Snell.
And I feel like we had a really good spring preview this week, and I am not ready for that to go away.
Yeah, I'm not ever ready for it to go away. Can we just skip to summer already?
Let's do that. That sounds like a good
exactly. Julia Snell, what's it looking like for this weekend?
It's looking pretty nice at first. I have to agree with you guys. Seeing the sun pop out today really brightened my mood. We're going to be seeing a high of 63 today and a low of 38. Tomorrow it's going to be cooling down a bit with a high of 57 and a low of 34, and some clouds will be popping out. Then on Sunday, things are going to be getting a bit dreary. We're going to be seeing a low of 29 and a high of 39 with some light rain and snow showers. Things are going to be staying a bit cool on Monday as well, with a low of 23 and a high of 35. There's not going to be any precipitation, but there's still going to be some clouds around, so make sure to enjoy the pleasant weather today and tomorrow while you can. I know I will be. Abby and Olivia, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Julia. So will I. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend.
And we'll see you next